Once upon a time, there was a young man named Ethan who had a big dream, but a small weakness. Every day, he promised himself, "Today, I will be disciplined," and every night, he whispered, "Tomorrow, I will start." Does that sound familiar? Ethan was not lazy. He was simply trapped in bad habits, scrolling, snacking, and procrastinating. But one surprising moment changed everything and taught him one powerful lesson. Self-control is a skill, not a gift. Watch till the end to learn how to break bad habits in 21 days and how you can train your mind step by step. Ethan was 23 years old and worked at a small office. He was friendly, kind, and full of ideas. But he had one problem. He often chose what felt good now instead of what was good later. Every morning, Ethan woke up at 7 a.m. and said, "I will exercise for 20 minutes. But then he grabbed his phone just for 5 minutes, and suddenly, it was 45 minutes later. At lunch, he promised, "I will eat healthy." But when he saw fried chicken or sweet milk tea, his brain said, "Just today," and just today happened 6 times a week. At work, he planned to finish reports early, but he checked social media, watched short videos, and told himself, "I work better under pressure." Then he rushed at the last minute, felt stressed, and slept late. He felt disappointed, but also confused. He asked himself, "Why am I doing this again? Why can't I stop?" Deep inside, Ethan wanted to change, but he didn't know how. One Friday afternoon, Ethan's manager, Ms. Carter, called him into her office. Her voice was calm but serious. "Ethan," she said, "your ideas are great, but your deadlines are not." Then she placed a printed paper on the desk. It showed a list. Late report. 3 times this month missed meeting. 2 times. Mistakes from rushing. 5 errors in one document. Ethan felt his face get hot. His stomach tightened. He wanted to explain. He wanted to say, "I tried," but the truth was, he did not try consistently. Ms. Carter continued, "I'm giving you one more chance. In 21 days, we will review your performance. If you improve, you stay. If not, we will end your contract." 21 days. Ethan walked out of the office like a person carrying a heavy bag. The sun outside was bright, but his thoughts were dark. That night, he sat on his bed and opened his phone. His finger hovered over the video app. He wanted to escape. He wanted comfort. But then he whispered, "If I keep doing this, I will lose my job." He put the phone down. He looked at the calendar. 21 days. Not forever, not 1 year. Just 21 days. And that made him ask a new question. What if I can change in 21 days? But only if I learn self-control. The next morning, Ethan went to a quiet park near his apartment. He hoped the fresh air would clear his mind. He sat on a bench and stared at the ground. Then a warm voice said, "Heavy thoughts, young man." Ethan looked up and saw an older man holding a small paper cup of tea. The man had gentle eyes and a calm smile. He wore simple clothes and carried a worn notebook. Ethan gave a small laugh. "Yeah, I messed up." The old man sat down slowly. "My name is Mr. Hale. I come here every morning. This bench is a good place for honest thinking." Ethan didn't know why, but he started talking. He shared everything: his phone addiction, unhealthy food, procrastination, and the 21-day warning. Mr. Hale listened like a patient teacher. Then he said, "Ethan, you are not weak. You are untrained." "Untrained," Ethan repeated. "Yes," Mr. Hale said. "Self-control is like a muscle. If you never train it, it becomes soft. But if you train it daily, it becomes strong." Ethan frowned. "But I keep failing. I promise myself, and I break the promise." Mr. Hale smiled. "Let me tell you a short story," Mr. Hale said. "There was a boy who carried 2 wolves inside his heart. One wolf loved comfort. He said, 'Eat more, sleep more, scroll more.' The other wolf loved growth. He said, 'Work now, rest later, become better.' The boy asked his grandfather, 'Which wolf will win?' The grandfather answered, 'The one you feed.'" Mr. Hale leaned forward. "Ethan, every time you choose comfort, you feed the comfort wolf. Every time you choose effort, you feed the growth wolf." Ethan's eyes softened. "So, I must feed the right wolf." "Yes, and I will give you a simple 21-day plan," Mr. Hale said, opening his notebook. He wrote 3 rules in big letters. 1. Make it small, make it daily. 2. Remove temptation before it hits you. 3. Track your wins like money. Ethan blinked. "Track my wins." Mr. Hale nodded. Most people track mistakes. That makes them feel hopeless. But winners track progress, even tiny progress. Then he gave Ethan actionable steps. For 21 days, choose one main habit to fix first. Not 10 habits, just one. Create a 2-minute start. If you want to exercise, start with 2 minutes. If you want to study English, start with 2 minutes. Use the 10-second rule. When you feel tempted, pause for 10 seconds, breathe, and ask, what do I really want? Change your environment. Put junk food out of sight. Put your phone in another room. Make bad choices harder. Use a calendar. Mark an X every day you succeed. Your job is to not break the chain. Ethan leaned in. But what if I fail one day? Mr. Hale answered quickly, like he had waited for this question. Then you follow the strongest rule of all. Never miss twice. 1 mistake is a lesson. 2 mistakes become a habit. Ethan repeated it slowly. Never miss twice. Mr. Hale smiled again. And one more thing. You will not feel motivated every day. So don't depend on motivation. Depend on systems. Depend on small steps. Ethan felt something new in his chest hope, but realistic hope. Mr. Hale stood up and handed Ethan the page. Come back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Tell me what you did today. Ethan held the paper like it was a map out of a dark forest. For the first time in a long time, he thought, maybe I can actually do this. That day, Ethan chose one main habit, phone scrolling at night. It was his biggest trigger. When he scrolled late, he slept late. When he slept late, he ate badly and worked poorly. One habit was pulling many strings. So he made a plan for 21 days. Phone stays in the kitchen after 9:30 p.m. sleep time, 10:30 p.m. morning routine, 10 minutes of walking or stretching. Work focus, 25 minutes work plus 5 minutes break. A simple timer. The first night was hard. His hands felt empty without the phone. He walked around the room. He felt bored. He even felt angry. But he remembered, self-control is a muscle. He waited 10 seconds, breathed, and asked, what do I really want? He wanted a better life. On day 3, he almost failed. He wanted to check just one message. He walked to the kitchen, saw the phone, and stopped. He whispered, never miss twice. He turned around and drank water instead. By day 7, something surprising happened. His mind became quieter at night. He fell asleep faster. He woke up with more energy. By day 14, his work improved. He finished one report 1 full day early. Ms. Carter noticed. She said, good, keep going. By day 21, Ethan had slept before 10:30 p.m. for 18 out of 21 days, reduced scrolling from 3 hours to 30 minutes a day, saved about $35 a week by buying less snack food, completed tasks with less stress. He was not perfect, but he was different. He was no longer controlled by every small desire. He was learning to control himself. So what is the lesson here for Ethan, and for you, and for all of us? The moral is simple, but powerful. Self-control builds freedom. When you control your actions, you control your future. Bad habits often feel small. One video, one snack, one delay. But repeated daily, they become a strong chain. And the truth is, we don't break habits with big promises. We break habits with small choices. Remember Mr. Hale's words, self-control is a muscle. Train it daily. Feed the wolf you want to win. Never miss twice. 1 mistake is okay. 2 is dangerous. If this story helped you, write in the comments, I will never miss twice. And tell us, which habit will you break in 21 days? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with a friend who needs it. And remember, you are not weak, you are untrained. So start training today.